In this lesson, we are going to explore one of the most important artifacts in risk management, the risk register. Think of it as your project's risk diary, where every potential issue from minor hiccups to major challenges is documented and tracked over time. For the Port of Santos expansion project, this tool is essential for keeping everyone on the same page about what risks exist and how we plan to handle them. This sheet will be attached with this lesson and I urge you to download and go through it. Let's walk through the typical elements that you will find in a risk register and what they all mean. The first column is risk identifier, and this is just a unique code or number for each risk. It helps you quickly reference and organize risks without confusion. Risk statement, a clear, concise description of the risk. For example, delay in obtaining environmental permits might postpone dredging operations. The next column is risk owner, and this is the person responsible for monitoring and managing that risk. In our project, this could be a specific team member or a department head who has the expertise related to that risk. You will typically start with the role, as you can see here, and then replace that with an actual person's name. Probability of occurring. This indicates how likely it is that the risk will happen, typically expressed as a percentage or on a scale like we have done here, low, medium, high, and so on. Impact on objectives. This column, we describe how the risk, if it occurs, could affect the project goals such as the cost, schedule, or quality. For instance, a permit delay might increase the overall project costs and it could push the completion date back. Risk score, this is very important. This is a combined metric that factors in both the probability and the impact, and it helps us prioritize which risks need immediate attention. Response strategies, these are the actions we plan to take to mitigate or to capitalize on the risk. For negative risks, strategies might include mitigation or contingency plans. For positive risks, that is opportunities, the strategy will be to exploit or enhance the benefit. The next columns are revised probability, revised impact, revised score. After response strategies are implemented, these fields will capture any changes in the risk's likelihood and its potential effect. At the beginning of the project, this might just be blank. And this helps track progress and adjust your plans if needed. Column we have on actions here, specific steps that have been taken or will be taken to manage the risk. This might include scheduling a meeting with regulatory bodies or ordering additional resources and so on. Then we have the status column, the current status of the risk, whether it's active, resolved, or pending further review. Keeping this updated is crucial for effective monitoring. And finally, we have the additional comments column, and these capture any additional notes or observations that might be important for future reviews. These could include lessons learned, for example, or external factors that might influence this risk. In our Port of Santos project, maintaining an up-to-date risk register is vital. It not only records every registered identified risk, but also tracks how each risk evolves over time as we implement our risk response strategies. This way, if conditions change, say if a new regulation comes into play, we can quickly update our risk details and adjust our strategies accordingly. And that's the risk register in a nutshell. Remember, this is a living document. That means it's going to be updated, and that guides our risk management efforts throughout the project lifecycle. Make sure to download and review this risk register document, as it is a key tool to help keep our project on track. Stay tuned as we start a new section in the very next lesson.